Hello and welcome back to One Trainer vs. the World Season 5, where just now I got a bit of a scare as I accidentally opened up the wrong ROM and ended up suddenly finding myself back at Route 3, with Hogan still being a Tepig and Tomoko still being alive and such. But it was simply because I opened up the wrong file, so no harm actually done. In any case, when we last left our protagonist, N had awakened the terrifying Zekrom. And now it's time for me to, well, I'm supposed to go to the Relic Castle, but who has time for that? I think I should level grind instead. That seems like a much more efficient use of my time. You know, having a new teammate who joined me at level 5 really is kind of annoying, even if the experience scales in this game. Just seriously, I'm pretty sure that by the time I will actually be able to use her, she will have evolved, and she's still a ways off from evolving too. Of course, the same also goes for Vegeta, but okay. I suppose now is that time of day. For the record, I've just got this app on my PC that just changes the lighting on the screen when the sun sets, and see, I live in Norway. When it gets to the summer, the days here become absurdly long, so the sun isn't setting until now at 9 o'clock in the evening. And while the PC is doing that, things just get laggy as hell. So that's why that happened. I wish there were some rematchable trainers in this game who had Audinos or something. But there basically are no rematchable trainers in this game, period. So, once again, Game Freak, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Stop doing that. Just take 2 steps forward and leave it at that sometimes, why don't you? If I'm not I was mistaken. I thought that Madoka evolved at level 35. Oh wait, actually come to think of it, was it even by level up that Madoka does evolve? I should check again actually. Oh, yes. But it happens at level 40. So, by the time she is fully caught up with my team, she will evolve. Like, at the point where she catches up to where the rest of them are. And arg, the encounter rates here. Vegeta, break this deer's bricks. At least I am pretty sure that... yes! Vegeta is going to evolve now! I remember that because I saw that he would evolve at the exact point where he would be on par with Bryson, if I had actually used him against Bryson. Though, I mean, I mainly put him on my party for Bryson. At this point, maybe Death Drill would actually be a smarter choice on my team, so maybe I just wasted time leveling up Vegeta all that time. I'm going to keep him around for now. Because I understand he is just an all-round solid fighting type. Fighting/dark. I mean, he does at least fulfill Mr. Zero's old role as the counter to psychic types. Which is something I haven't really had since then. Well, I mean, I've had Komori, but she's kind of suffered from being weak to a lot of things. I'm just going to see how he does against this thing too. He did fine against that. And with that, Vegeta is up to par. Now someone else should do the level grinding. Maybe in a different location, I don't know. For the time being, I shall try with Irene. Or actually, I'm extremely scared about using Irene before she evolves at least once. So, I am going to use Cotton Bat. Right, I've leveled up Cotton Bat and Vegeta to level 40, whereas Irene and Madoka still haven't evolved. This is inconvenient. Ah well, I guess I will once again have to pull out something weaker to go and fight instead. And that something weaker is called Death Drill. Okay, Death Drill, I know the road here has been challenging, albeit not particularly long for you, but now it is time for you to truly live up to your name and become an almost invincible thing with a higher base attack stat than the level 100 Shiny Arceus. I don't know why I keep specifying that it's the level 100 Shiny Arceus when it's talking about the base stats, being that the level 100 Shiny Arceus still has the same base status as a non-level 100 non-Shiny Arceus, but no, even though your name is Death Drill, I'm not going to teach you the Death Drill, because the Death Drill is too unreliable. And now that I have Death Drill being all sufficiently deathly and such, I think I can then go back to where I was earlier, because I reckon he can now deal with those particular... for a second there I thought that Double Slap was a fighting move and thus the Audino would be super bad news for him. But no! Double Slap is a normal move, and so it would not be super bad news for him. I wish he had a stronger ground move than Dig though. And I do know he will be able to get Earthquake soon, but soon is not quite yet. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just have Death Drill prove his worth right away by murdering an Emolga? To me that seems like a very smart thing to do. So, slash this Emolga into pieces, Death Drill! Good job, Death Drill! Oh, I didn't even need the TM, I see. That is awesome! Like seriously, Death Drill, you haven't done anything but level grind so far, but I already like you! Even though I previously hated EXCADRILL because EXCADRILL murdered so much of my team in my previous runs, but now that it's on my side, it's awesome! This does not, however, forgive Emolga, because I also had an Emolga on my team briefly during my previous Black run. It died in the very first battle it actually fought in, to a water type! Not even a particularly strong water type at that, it was a Simipour! You know, the water monkey! AKA, the water equivalent of the Pokemon that I just put away in the PC box early on in this challenge because I figured it had served its purpose and would never be useful again. I think I just named that particular update of my Nuzlocke challenge, like, definitive proof why Emolga is, in fact, the worst. And speaking of Emolga being, in fact, the worst, I am going to slash this thing to pieces too, or rather Death Drill is, because he is the one fighting, not me. I could deal even more devastating damage to these Emolgas if I had Rock Slide, but Rock Slide isn't a reliable move as far as I'm concerned, because it's a physical rock move, and physical rock moves are just inherently not reliable, as I have talked about before. And I do believe this now means that my Dragon-type Pokémon is going to become stronger and more useful! Yay! That is to say, from this point on, I might actually even dare use her! Congratulations! Your Irene evolved into Fracture! Well, and with that, Madoka is evolving, so... With that, Irene is the only thing that isn't at level 40 yet. I think it's about time I just progress already, seriously. Congratulations! Your Madoka now actually looks really silly, but whatever. I mean... The colors and the frills still kind of resemble her namesake, so she is just really fat Madoka. And now that all of that's over with, it's time to head into the desert to progress the story already. Sheesh, that took like an hour. I wonder how much that's actually going to be in the video. I mean, it's surely not going to be an hour, but I reckon it's still going to be a lot. Right, I don't know. It clearly wasn't this entrance they wanted me to go in, because that was the exit. In that case, I suppose it's over here somewhere. Probably the same entrance that I used the last time I went in there hoping to find a mask, but I didn't find a mask. No, it's not a statue of a Pokemon, that is an actual Darmanitan, but I don't know how, if at all, I can even access them. I mean, of course I can't, I've already caught something else here. Anyway. Stop, Vega! That's the entrance to the Relic Castle. You're impressive, Vega, making it here before I did. Yeah, just like everything else I do. Dealing with the Desert Resort's Pokemon took longer than I would have thought. I only made it all the way out here thanks to my Pokemon. Alder went on ahead. Let's hurry. You know, you could have used repels, like I did. But clearly, you are not smart. Unlike me, who is smart. Alright, I left this place last time because the trainers here were too strong for me. So, now they're going to be pathetically weak. Yep, level 23. For some reason, I don't see this being a problem, even if I am at a type disadvantage. I don't know why. Man, I'm shocked that I was able to figure that out. Ah, there's one of the Team Plasma sages. Getsis told us that once again we should test how much power you have. We will see if you can defeat Team Plasma. Oh, well then surely I am doomed! Because as we all know, Team Plasma are so strong and difficult to defeat! Ah, Shadow Ball! I believe I have a Pokemon that could make good use of Shadow Ball. I wish it was possible to sort these TMs alphabetically, but as far as I understand, they can only be sorted in the way they currently are sorted. There is no sorting options for the TM button pocket, and that's annoying. Let's see. Ominous Wind is actually nice to have because it can boost my stats, so therefore, absorb. Well, looks like I have reached the bottom. Phew, I finally caught up. You two, come here. Come to my side. It looks like everyone is here. It seems you are working hard to resurrect Reshiram, the other dragon-type Pokémon, aren't you? But it appears the light stone you seek is not here. Well then, congratulations are in order. Vega, you were chosen by our king. If you truly desire to keep the world as it is, where Pokémon live alongside people, you must bring the other dragon-type Pokémon spoken of in legend and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokémon from every person in the world and release them all. Release them, you say? Do the Pokémon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokémon from people? What's this? Champion Alder, even though illness took the Pokémon that had been your partner for many years, and you haven't had a serious battle in all that time. Even you, who ordered the Elite Four to protect the Pokémon League and left to wander the Unova region alone. Even a champion like you now wants to protect the world where Pokémon and people live together? Team Plasma's king will show the people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokémon bound. And just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokémon. He will give this order: Trainers, release your Pokémon! For this reason, we have prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Zekrom and our king. I won't lose. I'll fight for all trainers who love their Pokémon, and for all Pokémon who believe in their trainers. Our king has no interest in you. He has already determined that victory against you is assured. So you stayed behind just to tell me that? Just to make a fool of me? Of course not. I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope. I really do love to watch that moment. I'm not evil, by the way. Well then, farewell. Alder, what are you going to do now? It seems my only choice is to return to the Pokémon League and battle N. But it bothers me to do exactly what Ghetsis wants. More importantly, what should we do about the Light Stone? Alder, why don't we go outside for now? Yes, that's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here. It's hard to put into words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called N possibly want? Could he be trying to prove he's right by winning the Battle of the Two Dragons? Vega! Vega! Hello? Vega! Oh, you picked up. Hey, Vega. Come to the museum in the Korean city immediately. Right away, got it? I mean right now! I could hear Professor Juniper's voice clear from over here. Seems like something big is happening. I wonder what is waiting at the museum in Nakrian City. I'll go on ahead. I'll look around here once more. I don't want to believe what that Ghetsis says. You should head for the Nakrian City Museum. Certainly, because I don't really think I have anything else that I should be doing right now. I mean, my team is all powerful and such, so I don't need to level them up. Sorry about that. They are already sufficiently strong. I mean, they're almost ready for the next gym already. Or at least Hogan and Death Drill only need one more level. Not that Hogan is actually going to be able to do much good against dragons anyway. Or I suppose he could do fine with his fighting type moves. Provided none of the dragons in question have ground moves. Which I think they might actually. Alright, I never fought you before. But you know, I have a mission at the moment. I'm supposed to go to the Korean city and fight to stop N and such. Wait, why do I care? I just detected a minor graphical glitch when I was flying off there. I stayed on the ground while my bird flew off. That was silly. Alder told me what's going on. Vega, you got caught up in something serious, it seems. Yeah, well, I'm used to that. I had to save the universe last time. Is this it? Wow, isn't that stone found in the desert resort? Yes, that's right. But this is really a dragon-type Pokémon. Surely, when I invested the Dragon Spiral Tower, I found elements that were dated to the same era as this light stone. I looked into that. I looked into that, I presume. Impressive, as always. But you know, we're lucky, because what if Team Plasma, noticed that old stone that time? That's a good point. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the Dragon Skull so they could revive the legendary Dragon Pokémon. If you would, Vega, take this. Wait a moment, Vega. If you take this light stone, that means you'll be the one to battle N if anything happens to me. Are you really okay with that? Certainly! I understand. You are determined to take on this duty. Then here it is. Prepare yourself. Be strong. Actually, I should have answered no there. Just to see how they would insist on making me say yes instead that time, when they were actually trying to make me think twice. I mean, Alder was trying to dissuade me from doing it, so I'm going to assume, as usual, I would have been forced to say yes eventually. That's it. We've got them, don't we? Aha, we've got those two. Vega, go to Opaloosid City. The gym leader of that city uses Dragon-type Pokémon. The gym leader could know something. I'll go ahead and wait for you there. Until then. Right, and with that, I can finally progress as soon as this cutscene is over. Seriously, just let me progress already. The Unova region is literally a circle. I think I can find my way. Can Vega make it to the next city? Or has she suddenly developed the directional sense of Roronoa Zoro from One Piece? Find out next time.